Hi everyone, this is Pcm.Agostinho. I'm very excited to bring you my new PCM 2022 career series. It's Africa to the World Tour, so we're gonna try and take a team with just African riders and take it all the way to the World Tour. We wanna get there, we wanna win Grand Tours, we wanna win monuments, and we'll try to do that. It's gonna be hard task, but we are going to try and do it. So this is gonna be the first sponsor for the team, Project Africa. We start with the modest budget. I started with a custom team with just African riders, the best that were available. They were on free transfer in the World 2023 database. So we're gonna start with that team. Uh, as you can see, we are in the 30th of January, so uh, the season has started a bit. So we already are 1 month into the season, so to say, and we already got one objective out of the way. We had an early race here, gravel and tire, and one of our riders, our best rider probably, Van Rensburg, was able to win here this race. The objective was a top 10, so all sponsors already really happy with that. The other objectives aren't probably that easy. The Saudi Tour has a lot of World Tour teams. Probably the same is going to be the case with the Tour of Oman, and we have stage wins there in both of those races. So it's going to be tough to get those objectives, but we'll try to do our best as always. And what can I show you next? Let's see the squad. So let's put the starting attributes. So you can see Van Rensburg is by far our best guy. He has 4 stars, so he's a sprinter. But it is a sprinter that goes through hills relatively well with 70 hills, 73 sprint, 73 acceleration. So that's not bad, at least for a continental team. Then we got this guy, Kent Main. He's a climber. He's also decent climber for this level of continental. As you can see, 71, 70. He's reasonable okay. Then we got some guys that can help Van Brandesburg and maybe win some races where the field is weaker. Guys that are decent on the sprint, like this guy Hamza and Saidi, 2 guys from Algeria. So those are decent guys to lead out from Rendsburg. Then we got here Debesay from Eritrea. He's a guy that is climbs very decent. Very decent in the climbs and the hills, and he also has a decent sprint to him, 66. So I think he can win a few races as well. Then we got Tekle Manot. Hope I said that right, probably not, but probably not. That rhymes with Tekle Manot, so that's interesting. Or not, probably not. So he's a veteran already. He has 69 mountains, 67 hills. He's a bit of a all-rounder. Not that good on flat actually, but yeah, he can certainly help in a lot of races. He's team leaders. I'm not sure he's going to lead in any race, but yeah. Then we got Blamini here. He's mostly a puncher, decent mountain, not that great at sprint, not great stamina, not great resistance, but mainly a helper as well, probably. And then we got a few more guys that we got here just to fill out the team that are not particularly great at anything. I mean, Badadu is decent on sprint. He can also help on the lead outs if he can, but his stamina isn't too promising. I made another series where I got a guy who's a great sprinter but has a stamina like this, 60, and yeah, he doesn't do too well. He has like 77 sprint, but At the end of the races, his red bar is almost gone because he doesn't have any stamina. So that happens a lot with him. So this guy might have the same problem with the extra factor that is not that great at sprint. Um, so yeah. Next, this guy here, Anas, is mostly a puncher, can help in those punchy races. Same goes for the other Debasai that we have here. And then Areruya is kind of the same thing. And then we got a young guy, and he's not that great. In terms of potential, I don't think we have much here in these guys. I mean, Van Rensburg has potential as a climber, but with 33 years old, I don't think he's going to improve a lot. Uh, and climbing wise is not like he's going to change. If he passes from 61 mounted to 65, it's not going to change his profile a lot. As for the other guys, this guy's 29, has potential, but with 29, it's probably not going to evolve a lot. Areruya, yeah, probably not a lot of potential. Same for Bedadu. Uh, Devasai has decent potential as a puncher, but he's 31 years old, so I don't think he's gonna be improving a lot. Might be wrong, but nice to be surprised by the game, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Lamini, also a bit of potential. He's 27. I'm not sure. Maybe he can still improve in some stats, but not really sure if that's going to happen. Amza, very little potential. Would be nice to see him improve it in sprint. He's 25 years old, so maybe he can still improve a bit. Kent May, he's already 27. Don't expect much improvement here either. He does still have some potential in as a climber and as a puncher, so be nice to see him improve. Saidi, 28 years old, also don't expect him to improve much. Would be nice to see him improve as a sprinter. And Tekle Manot, 34, probably not going to improve. And the younger guy, unfortunately, doesn't have a lot of potential. So this team really doesn't have much of a future here. We might have to keep these guys, even the ones that don't have a contract, if we can't get better riders, better African riders. That is, because this is going to be, like I said in the beginning, we are just going to hire African riders. And we're going to try to reach the World Tour by doing that. So looking at the contracts for next season, so we got these guys tied up for next year. Kent Main is probably going to be a guy we would want anyway. From what I could see, I watched all the African riders that are in this database right now, and Kent Main is probably one of the best climbers that we can have our hands to at the moment. So he's maybe a guy we'd like to keep. So it's good to have him for next season. Debasai, it's also a reasonable guy, kind of the same thing, even though he's older. But yeah, we'd like to keep him. Tekle Manot, as long as he stays like this, probably going to be an interesting guy to have as well. Ariruya can be a decent helper. This guy, Tian da Silva, yeah, if he doesn't improve, we won't keep him, but we have to keep him for the next season. But after that, he doesn't improve, he's gonna go. We have some better prospects, even though the database is not full of fantastic African riders. There are a few that are interesting. Van Rensburg we probably will try to re-sign him. Hopefully he doesn't ask for this much money. But we'll see at the end of the season. We might want to keep him unless we have better options. As for the other guys, we'll have to think about it. It all depends on what the market has to offer. And I checked the market to see what was available and if this was, if our goal was at least attainable. And from what I could see, I think it's going to be attainable in a few seasons. I'm not sure we're going to get there We're gonna get to the World Tour really soon, but I think it's attainable. We got a few guys that have a lot of potential. I mean, Binir Girmay is obviously the top tier guy in terms of African riders, um, and he still has potential to grow. The problem here is going to be having money to hire him. He's already making 36,000, so it's going to be hard to get him. He has a contract until 2025, um, so we'll still have a few seasons until we can try and hire him. But I think at the end of that contract, he's going to ask for a lot more than 36,000, so it's probably going to be really hard to get him. Tesvazion is a young guy, still has a lot of potential as a puncher, so but he's already making 14k. His contract ends in 2024. It's one of the guys we would like to have. We'll have to see if that's possible. How much he's going to ask us at the end of the 2024 season, but I would say it's one of our main targets. But given that he is on the World Tour, yeah, it's probably going to be hard for him to have a lot of interest in our team. We'll have to see how that plays out. Then we got this guy here who is not particularly great in terms of potential. Mul Mulubrun? Mulubrun? I don't know how to say it, but um, well, he has 71 heals. Even though he's not doesn't have a lot of potential, he's probably a guy we would like to have on our team. It's probably better than a lot of guys that we currently have, and they also don't have a lot of potential. Then this is one guy we will really want to get our hands to, because he is already 70 mountain, 70 hills, and as you can see, he's got potential to reach, I don't know, 78, something around those lines in mountain and hills. So that would be a guy that is going to win some races, and yeah, not sure about him being a guy good enough to win a Grand Tour. Probably not good enough for that, but certainly good enough to win some World Tour races when he is at his best. Next, what can we see here? We got this guy, Hail Mikael. He's not spectacular, has a bit of potential as a climber, so nothing too exciting, but a guy we might want to have. And yeah, this guy, pretty much the same thing, not a lot of potential, decent enough for now. And Hamza Amari, as you can see, has a bit of potential as a sprinter. It's not that great now, but I mean, I added a lot of guys to this short list that are not particularly great, but we might want to hire him anyway because we just don't have a lot of options. This guy's pretty much the same thing, has a bit of potential as a sprinter. And this is another one of those guys that we really want to have. And his contract is due at the end of this season, so this is one of our main targets. He has a ton of potential as a puncher. He's already 69. I'd say he's probably going to be around 79, maybe. And he also has a lot of potential in mountains and in time trials, so yeah, it's probably going to be one of the better African riders we can get. At least for the future. Hopefully the database creates a few more guys like this. And speaking of that, we got this guy here, Wele Bere. I don't know. Is that like that? Bere? Maybe. Yeah, and he's another guy that has a ton of potential as a climber and as a puncher. He is tied up until 2025, so we cannot get him until then. Hopefully, when he gets to that season, he doesn't ask us for a ton of cash, and hopefully our team is good enough for him to be interested in it as well. That's also going to be a factor. Hopefully, we can be at Continental Pro by that time, but that's not a guarantee. If we got a guy, keep Boy, not spectacular, has some potential, some stats, nothing too fantastic. Then what do we have here? Biran, yeah, he's got a decent potential as a climber. His starting point isn't too great; it's only 62, but again, can be a guy that might reach 17 mountains, something like that, and that's probably going to be good enough to be useful for our team. This guy here is already 25 years old, 66 sprint, still has a bit of potential, but not really a priority, and that's probably going to be the team as we get down this list. Muhoza is a guy that has a pretty decent potential as a climber. I think I had this guy in some career modes I played before with PCM 2022, and I remember him reaching like 77 mountains, something like that. So if he reaches that potential, might also be a guy that is good enough for our team, certainly, given the options that we have. Then we have this guy here who has reasonable potential, nothing too spectacular. He's only 18 years old, so might be a decent prospect. And we got this guy Abimana. He has a pretty decent potential as a puncher and as a time trialist, as a climber. So interesting potential for this guy. His starting point is very low though. That is a problem. And his secondary attributes are really poor as well. That 55 stamina is pretty bad. Unless he improves a lot, it's not going to be too useful. And yeah, these are going to be the guys that we might try to hire in the future. For now, then the database can create new guys. We already have our scouts working in, I think it's Eritrea and South Africa. So we'll see if we can get any interesting guys from there. From now, I don't think we have much information. Yeah, nothing too interesting for now. I don't think. Yeah, not great starting stats. No info on potential for now, but yeah, that's going to be it. So in terms of the objectives, I already defined the objectives of the riders. I already worked on all that. Our main focus is going to be our big objectives, and those are probably the ones that we are going to that I'm going to show you here in this career mode, because I'm not going to do all these races. I want to get to this season relatively quick. We want to reach, I know, the third season, at least until that's when things might start to get interesting. Hopefully we can get into Continental Pro at least by then. It's going to be hard, I think, given that the better guys that we can get our hands to are only available 2025, except Testacion, I think is available 2024. If you can get Testacion, maybe we can get Continental Pro for the first season, but if not, I don't think we're gonna get there. Um, so yeah, the focus is gonna be these objectives. Probably gonna do the Saudi tour now, and yeah, I'll show you just the important bits, because it's we're gonna try for the stage one, but it's gonna be tough because there are a lot of World Tour teams, and our team isn't that great against that competition. So this is mostly flat. We got a hilly stage here, and as for the other flat stages, they are not that flat actually. There are a few hills. That might be good for Van Rensburg, so he's going to be our main guy for this race for sure. We'll try to get a stage win with him, and on this day maybe a guy like Kent Main can be our GC leader. I'm not sure this is probably going to be too tough for Van Rensen, but we never know. If he could stay in the peloton, that would be nice. Um, yeah, so let's go to the race. Okay, we're around 15 k's from the finish line in this first stage. We'll want to form our train right now um, to try and see if we can get uh, a good opportunity for Van Rensburg, who has a +1 today. We'll try to work for him to see if he can win the sprint. We tried to put Tekla Manot on the brake, but the peloton just wasn't having it, any of it. They were just chasing every time I tried to to get into the brake. I wanted to get those bonus seconds to try and improve them on GC, but yeah, no chance for that. So uh, 3 guys ended up going into the brake, and they're almost all been caught except for 1 guy. Um, so yeah, let's just form our train right now, and here we go. We got all our guys ready to go. I'm just gonna try to put this at 99 so we can try and get ahead as soon as we can. We have some wide roads here in Saudi Arabia, so that's a good thing. When roads are really narrow, some races it's hard to get ahead. Uh, Sometimes it's easier to get caught up in the peloton, and apparently that's not happening this time. But Debesai is almost done. It's basically done. We're going to go for the other Debesai. We've got 2 Debesais in this team, so we're still 9 k's from the end. We still have been unable to get in front, but that's okay. Still got time to get up there. Gel for Aruia right now, and let's now go. Let's see, 7 k's. I think we are okay. Okay, going with Aruia just now. I think we just got. Let me just check the finish, if it's technical or not. Doesn't seem too technical. Has a few. It's not a straight line, but it's not too technical, so we can't go too early. But we're gonna gel Tekla Manot just now. We have a bit of a technical side, a bit of a false flat here. Ararui is almost done. His gel kicks now, so that's good. And we're going to go with main now, 3.7 from the finish line. And the other fast guys are already coming there. And they're going to go take them out. I should have gelled earlier for these guys, for Saidi and Van Rensburg, but that's what it is. We're going to go take them out just now. Main, get out of the way. And Van Rensburg isn't in a great position. Get a bit blocked there. Take them out. Oof, those guys are running away with it. Yeah. Van Popo and Thiessen. Jesus. That was some kind of lead out. Jeez. Jesus. Okay, Said, you're gonna have to sprint just now. And we're not gonna win. That's for sure. Ooh, Saidi cannot even start the sprint almost. Jeez. Okay, okay, Van Rensburg. Now you go. Saidi, you can just get out of the way. And, Jesus, I don't think we can even get a top 10, or can we? Yeah, I think we can get a top 10. But, yeah, no chance of a stage win here. I mean, those guys just went absolutely crazy. They went a bit too early. I mean, Thiessen, he faded. He went too early. And he faded and was 5th. But, Jesus. Okay, that's the first stage. And it's easy to see it's not gonna be easy to win the stage here. and we are 10Ks to go in the second stage. So I was able to get a few bonus seconds in this second stage with Aderuya mainly. I think he got 7 bonus seconds, so maybe he can go up a bit on GC. Um, we'll have to wait and see. No, I think he had what 6 seconds. I think that was it. Um, as for the race itself, we had a bit of wind here in this part of the race, so let's break up the peloton a bit. So only 48 guys. Hopefully, some of the sprinters were left behind. Bad thing is that Van Rensburg doesn't have a good day. Today he has a -5, so it's probably a good race for him today with most of the sprinters not here, but most of the sprinters not here. I don't know what are the sprinters that are here and this main peloton or not, but we are not being able to get ahead, so that's problem. I don't know why is this guy so far back here. Jesus. What the hell? What the hell's going on? God. What a mess. Main is back here, so we're gonna abort this. Saidi is going to lead now. I have to change this up probably. I wanted to have Areruya in the back so he wouldn't lose contact. I don't think that's going to happen now, so we're going to change this. We're going to put Saidi behind Areruya, and yeah, main's really blocked here. He's probably not going to be able to get ahead in time to launch the sprint. Very chaotic finish. The road is a lot narrower this time. Gel for all these guys. And there's already a guy launching his sprint. Again, Van Poppel going crazy soon. I think he's going to ruin his teammate's sprint again. It's gonna be follow decent. That would be apparently not. Maybe we can. Maybe we can. Let's see. Not. Maybe we can follow now Lonardi. And yeah, sprint now. Sprint now with Saidi and probably sprint also Van Rensburg. I think Saidi might get a top 2. Is he able to get second on the stage? Yes, he is. Van Rensburg. Yeah, that -5 didn't help him. He gets another 8th place. And Areruya reaches with the peloton, so that should be good for his GC ambitions. And we'll have to. Yeah, we got close. I mean, if we had a good day for Van Rensburg and was able to be on the wheel of Saidi in the finish, maybe we would have a chance. But yeah. Let's try the next stage. Just looking at the GC really quick, we got 3 guys in the top 10, 2 on the top 5. So we got Saidi and Areruya. They are 4th and 5th. So that's positive. Hopefully, even if we don't get the stage win, if we get here top 5, our sponsor would be really happy, I guess, because it's 2.1 race, so that's a bit high for the level of our team. So let's hope that is the case, and let's go to the next race. Next stage. Guess next stage is better. Probably better next stage, right? Yeah. Okay, we are around 10k left to finish the first stage. So this is a bit of a punchy finish, as you can see here. So we didn't want to start our train too soon, but we're going to start it right now, and we'll try to see what we can do. Van Rensburg has a pretty good day today, so hopefully he he can have a good chance here to win. I think it's a really decent stage for him. Probably one of the better opportunities we're gonna get to win here. So let's see what we can do. We got our train set up here, so let's see what we can do. One interesting thing is that we are 4Ks away from intermediate sprint, and the brake is gonna get caught, so we can try and get those bonus seconds there as well. Probably Aruya might be an interesting guy to try and get those bonus seconds. I'm not sure the field is gonna try and get those seconds. If so, we might want to sprint, but I don't think it's worth it. I'll try to just change it up, put Aruya right there. Is somebody going to sprint here? Not sure. Maybe not. Maybe not. So let's put now Aruya. Double side coming to the back here. And okay, Aruya. I'm gonna change Teclamanot, see if main can get right behind if no one has interest in this bonus seconds. I'm not sure he beat Teclamanot, did he? Did he beat Teclamanot? No. That's too bad. Too bad. So I'm gonna change this again. Okay, the beside probably behind Teclamanot. Then we're gonna go with main. This other beside is pretty much done. And Aruya is also done, so he's gonna go into the back and recover if he can. And I don't think we can go full gas just now. Gel for these guys here behind. And remember, there's a punchy finish, so we need a few more guys here to get this lead out done. All right, let's go. This is the time to win the stage, Van Rensburg. They are screaming in the car. Van Rensburg, this is yours. You're gonna win the stage, or else we're not gonna hire you again at the end of the season. We're not gonna renew your contract. You're winning 10Ks. You gotta win these races, man. Gotta win some races. Where the hell is he? He is not in a good position. Gel for all these guys. I think it might be a bit too late. Okay, main. Ooh, there's a guy punching. This Van Bubble guy, he always goes really early, doesn't he? Let's try and block the guy.
This climb features some dreadful percentages.
Oh, it's not the best situation for him. Okay, main is in a decent position to lead out Saidi. Might be a bit too early. Saidi, just try and go with Jones. Maybe if you can follow Jones. Oof, forget about it. He's just too quick, man. He's just too quick. Where is Van Rensburg? He is way behind Saidi. No way. Van Rensburg, he had some red bar, but yeah, he was really far behind. Not in a good position in the last few, I don't know, 3 to 4K. He should be right behind our sprint train, and he wasn't. So yeah, we missed out on this chance. Stage results. Let's see if there were any time gaps. No time gaps for the first 64 riders. GC, not too many changes. Saidi lost one position, but Arelui is still there in a good position. He got those bonus seconds, so that was good for him. Yeah, let's go for next stage. It's going to be the decisive stage in terms of the GC. So let's see what we can do. Okay, so we are 17Ks from the finish line. We are 9Ks until this the top of this climb. It's 3, not 4 kilometers. Averages 11% and has a steep part of 20%. So it's going to be a really steep climb, short but steep. So we want to do something there. And we got good news here. Araruya, our main guy for the GC, has a pretty great day with +5. So he has a real chance to have a good GC position. And with 68 sprint, he might even have a chance to win. We'll have to wait to see what he can do on that climb. We got some tough competition here. We got Shackman, we got Covey, we got McNulty. So those are really good guys, even if they are not in great form. Yeah, those are some top punchers right there. So it's gonna be hard to win the stage, but if we can at least get a good GC position, that would be great. We'll have to wait and see what we can do. We got some guys with pretty great race day conditions. Uh, Main is the guy that didn't get a good day, but yeah, we might sacrifice him actually. I'm not sure he's gonna be too good today. Debesai is already not good in the GC. Might change this up. Declamanot first, then main. I don't think Said is gonna be. He's got 70 today. He's got a decent stamina. Yeah, we're gonna change this still. So Van Rensburg, I don't know, he's gonna be our last guy today because he's really in a good position on the GC, and he also has a pretty great stat for today in terms of stamina resistance. Um, is even better than um, Van Rensburg, so it's gonna be our bet for today. So we formed our train, but we cannot get ahead. Let's see if we can go now. Here from the left. Let's see. Still a few Ks to the to to the start of the climb. The climb is really short, 3.4, but it's really steep. The brake's still ahead. We'll try to go 99 now. We gotta get ahead here as fast as possible. And we are starting the climb, so gonna gel here. The side go behind, and the other Debesai is going to go and accelerate, and might even attack here. I'm not sure how that's going to go, but I think I'm gonna try and do that as soon as Debesai go behind here.
This climb features some dreadful percentages.
And Declamanot tries to accelerate. Ooh. And he's pretty much done. Saidi is unable to follow. I mean, they got yellow bar still. Let's see. Oh, Saidi is unable to follow. So Declamanot, slow down. Slow down, your teammates are not that strong today. They are not that strong today. Let's go with main now. Gel. Still got 8Ks to the finish line. Buitrago is here, so Declamanot will get the seconds. Not that they matter to him, but it's better than for him to have them than some other GC guy. So Van Rensburg struggling a bit. 64 guys still in the peloton. Okay. So Van Rensburg's probably gonna gel now. And Araduya soon enough.
and it's a swift acceleration by Maximilian Schachmann.
No, 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 Shackman, don't go.
5 kilometers.
Please don't go. Okay,
Little promenade is over. The group has
out of
control
energy.
control.
So let's go with main now. Saidi is done as well. Let's see if he can stay behind here, and everybody's gelled up. So let's see. I think it's a descent here at the end. Let's see the pro. Not here. I mean, we want to go there. That's a bit of a descent. Let's just see if it's really technical or not. Uh, doesn't seem too technical, but it is a descent anyway. So probably main is gonna go a bit further here, and then we're just going to go with Van Rensburg right about now. It has his gel kicking in, so he's probably gonna go right now, and he's getting some separation. Let's see if we can. Oh, 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 oh! Almost. And Aruruya forgot to sprint with Aruruya. So he still had a lot in the tank.
Really powerful sprint finish to claim a great victory.
And yeah, didn't go great. I mean, Aruruya keeps a good position for sure in the GC, but yeah. I mean, if we had this the other way around, if Aruruya launched Van Rensburg, or if Aruruya had started before, I went a bit too late there, so yeah, my bad there. And we got 4 guys in the top 10, so that's pretty good news. Saidi was able to hold on there and get in that front group, and is now 6th. Aruruya is on the podium for now, and Kent is also in 8th, and Van Rensburg is 10th. And if he can get an extra second in the last stage, he can get to 9th. Maybe if no one else gets any points. And the climber's jersey. The points jersey is the climber's jersey. The intermediate. This is more of an intermediate sprints jersey. And Aruruya is tied up in 1st. So if he can get some more points in the last stage, he can win this. So that will probably be a decent result for our sponsor as well. So let's go to the last stage. And I had to stop this right here 30 k's from the finish line, because in this gravel cobble sector we lost contact with the front group, which was a bit of a disaster. Let's see if we can regain contact as soon as possible. We are taking this is taking our toll on our riders. And yeah, Tekla Manot is gonna have to go with his yellow bar. Let's try see if we can close this gap. It's not looking easy so far. Gonna have to go with Debesai here. Otherwise we're not gonna get there. Not gonna get there. Not gonna get there like this. Let's see, maybe they slow down, but they are not slowing down because the brake is still, there was a 10 guys in the brakes, so yeah, that was a problem. It's really Devasai gets a bit closer, gets us a bit closer. Now Gumain is gonna have to go. It's gonna have to go. And we are almost there. We are technically there. Let's see if we can hold on and not get surprised here. Jesus. And we didn't get. We were unable to get water. Is it worth it? I don't think it is worth it now. And Aruruya, he really suffered. He was able to win a few bonus seconds before in the stage, and that might also give him the climber's jersey, so to say. But yeah, our guys are pretty much are not in great shape. Um, Still a lot of ground to cover. Let's see if they can recover a bit here. Van Rensburg is injured, but he has a +5, so that's always interesting. And I don't know how that happens. Oh yeah, I'm injured, but I am in super form today. Kind of weird, that one. Really puzzles me. But he has a pretty great day, so let's see what he can do. Not that we were able to get ahead here. And we're going to gel immediately. I mean, these guys can stay behind. They're pretty much done. Arirui, let's see if he can hold on. Probably gonna gel him just now, because he's not gonna have a lot left in the tank. And I don't think we can go 99 here with main. We just want to stay in a decent position, because we just don't have the necessary guys to just make a big drain. And go full gas here. Probably gonna have to go with Said now. Probably gonna have to launch relatively early. Jesus, really sucked at that. Let's see. I forgot to see if this was really technical or not. Let's see. Yeah, it's really technical. Really technical. So we can go really early. And Van Rensburg should have been jumped before. But let's see. Probably gonna go. I mean, if Van Rensburg can get in my wheel, but we got a guy in my wheel. Said. Oh, Van Rensburg. He has a chance, I think. He has a chance. Let's see. Oh no, get another second place. Get beat by Pasqualon. Yeah, that's just too bad. Hopefully Aderuya doesn't get a time. Yeah, I think this is all gonna be everyone with the same time in this group, hopefully. Otherwise Aderuya is going to lose his spot, but we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, no time gaps, and so Aderuya holds on to a podium spot, so that's a pretty good result for our team. Yes, we didn't get the stage win, so we didn't get our objective, but we got a pretty good result. We got 4 guys in the top 10, got a couple of second places. Aderuya also won the Mountains jersey, that was basically the intermediate sprints jersey, and we don't have any young guys. And as for the team, we got the same time as a lot of teams here. And yeah, pretty decent result. We'll have to wait and see what the sponsor thinks of this result. Let's just go to the next day and see what they say. Yep, we didn't get that objective, but as you can see, we got 1 importance point for the victory in the best climber and 1 for the top 3. So that balanced out things, and we have super success right now. So that's good. And also Van Rensburg being there also was really good for our sponsor. We got a lot of happiness from our sponsor in terms of the riders that we have from South Africa and Eritrea. We don't have any riders from Ethiopia. But yeah, things are looking good, and that's going to be it for the first video. Got a bit long here, but I wanted to finish this first race. So I hope you like the video. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. That's going to be important in terms of the series going forward. Us getting more views and more interactions from everybody. And yeah, it's going to be it. See you soon. See you in the next one.